Jacola Jopata, the Peva Samana, the Shoki Trashi, the Danyam, the Sanjay, Longzi Lama, the Tusum just Sanjay, Tamjay, Tramism, Kaleja Sako, Omati, Tusum just Sanjay, Chöpa, comes of just simply Tamila, more to Bumper, Trashi.
To all who are joining on the live streaming and who are here in person, and the 3 times of Buddhas make efforts to accumulate the milk of the loving kindness and compassion for 3 eons. I offer this to the 3 times of Buddhas and dedicate it to the all beings of 3 realms.
We'll begin today's practice with the Yellow Prayer Book, opening prayers on page 1.
Tarba dan jen jen be bar de jo bar je ba dan je je zo je be ma nang ga dan yan be zen jen dan je de wa dan de dong dan der Nyur de la na me bar yan da bar zo be jan jo Rinpoche to bar ja.
All mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment.
De je do zama je je bar de lung ai zeng ge wa lai gor ma je bar de lung ai zeng ge wa lai gor de ren zon de nya ma zan da zan je bar de lung ai zan
For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Oi jan jan yen bon je je bar zan je nan la ja zan je je dan jan je zan ba ye zo la de yen ja zan je je dan wen je de je je jan je do ne je ba dong Chan jo zan be la ba loi de da re ye ne ba da de yen ro la ben don de chan jo zan ne je je yen de yen da ne la ba lang ren ba yen de la ba je
I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the bodhisattva's path. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Now we'll go to the Lama Chöpa Sadhana. In the Guru, deity, embodiment of the three jewels, I take refuge until awakening is reached. To liberate infinite, destitute beings, I make effort to accomplish the Guru Buddha. May the offering substances of gods and humans, those actually arranged and those mentally created, outer, inner, secret, and unsurpassed, pervade all reaches of space.
Namo Rana Raya Ya Namo Bhagavate Bezazara Dharmardane Dada Gadai Arde Samnya Sambadaya Deya Da Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Denzo Benze Maham Beyan Benze Maham Bodhi Zidan Benze Maham Bodhi Mendo Basan Karmana Benze Sarva Karma Varana Bajodan Benze Zova Namurana Raya Ya Namo Bhagavate Bezasara Dharmadan Tata Gadaya Ade Samnya Sambadaya Daya Dawan Benzen Benzen Ma Ben Ma Denzon Benzen Ma Beyan Benzen Ma Bodhi Zidan Benzen Ma Mon Minro Basan Karmana Benze Zawa Gama Avarana Bajodan Benze Zowa Namurana Jaya Ya Namo Bhagavate Beza Zara Dharmadan Tadangadaya Ade Samnya Sambadaya Deya Dawa Benzen Benzen Ma Ben Ma Denzon Benzen Ma Beyan Benzen Ma Bodhi Zidan Benzen Ma Bodhi Minro Basa Karman Sarva Gama Avarana Bajodane Benze Zowa
Page 3. In an instant, I become the Yidam deity in the space in front on a sublime throne, precious and exquisite, and upon a lotus, moon, and sun sits the root guru, inseparable from Supreme Lord Jigten Sumgun. White tinged with red, he is radiant with the splendor of the major and minor marks. He wears bright saffron-colored Dharma robes, a monk's vest, and a red meditation hat, a sign of ultimate attainment. He sits in Vajra posture within a 5-colored rainbow sphere, his hands in the Mara subduing and meditation mudras. He is surrounded by the golden garland of the ultimate lineage, along with the masters of profound view, vast action, and meditation. In front and behind, to the right and left, upon lion thrones and seats of lotuses and moons, is the divine assembly of Yidams, the 3 jewels and the Dharma protectors gathered like clouds. The light streaming from the 3 syllables at the 3 places invites the wisdom beings in identical forms.
yo zon za zon jian zun gu dan jie wo mon dan jian de ye ge jie la ro lai jie zhe nen de ye zo zo dong an zhe dan zo jie gen ben den to zan jie be gar jie den bar yo san ye yun de bon be dan ye lo yen de zhan yan le jie jia jie
Victorious Lord Chöpa, endowed with 10 powers, together with your retinue, the ocean of 3 jewels and 3 roots, by the power of the previous vows which you took out of great compassion for all wandering beings, please come here without delay. Please be seated with joyful expression upon this lion throne with lotus and moon. With bodies as numerous as dust motes in the universe, I prostrate to the embodiment of inconceivable qualities. I offer oceans of realms, all filled with water for drinking and washing the feet, lotuses, clouds of incense, arrays of lamps, sweet fragrances, food, and music to fill all reaches of space.
Baden bade za zo wa wa ngaram badara na za bare var bu bam bade za zo wa wa ngaram badara na za bare var du bam bade za zo wa wa ngaram badara na za bare var alo gam bade za zo wa Garam badara na za bare vare gande bade za zo wa Garam badara na za bare vare neveden bade za zo wa Garam badara na za bare vare shabda bade za zo wa
Mentally gathering the 5 objects pleasing to the senses, the 7 treasures, the 8 auspicious symbols and substances, and so forth, I offer them to the victorious ones.
la zon bo zhan na zon do yan de me nyan ze ba ber je je la nge do den de zor.
I offer you a mandala of 1 billion universes of all the 10 directions, laid out in groups of Mount Meru, the continents, and the islands, all adorned with various desirables. Please accept it and grant accomplishments here and now. Now we'll read the long Sarkama prayer, the handout. I gaze upon the Supreme Self-Arisen Lama seated on the immutable, spontaneously established throne here in the mandala of the primordially pure mind, as it is in the Supreme Palace of all victorious ones of the 3 times. I gaze upon the Supreme Lama, who is meaningful to behold. The instant I behold that great bliss of Dharmadhatu, I cross the vast ocean of samsara and arrive at the blissful pure ground. With the eye of wisdom, I gaze unwaveringly upon the Lama, the victorious hero in the battle. Just by remembering that refuge, all afflicting emotions, thoughts, and the hordes of Maras are defeated. In your body, the victorious ones of the 3 times of all 10 directions appear together with their offspring. With joy, I gaze upon your body adorned with all the major and minor marks, seated on the throne of fearlessness, lotus, sun, and moon. 3 kayas, nature of the mind, Vajradhara, you are inseparable from great bliss. Bowing down to you with innumerable bodies like cloud banks, yearning with a full voice, I prostrate and go for refuge. Your body, the nature of precious bodhicitta, is inseparable from all the victorious ones of the 3 times. Thus, all Buddha fields are permeated by your body, and within your body, all Buddha fields appear. I bow down to the glorious one. With your flawless, melodious speech, like an ocean of ambrosia, you show all phenomenon to be unborn. Thereby defeating the Mount Meru of views, I prostrate to your unhindered Vajra speech. In the mandala of immutable mind beyond thought, you never move from the equanimity state of Dharmadhatu, yet you hold the wisdom power of knowing the 3 times. I prostrate to the spontaneously established non-duality. Even if expressed during all oceans of kalpas by all the victorious ones without exception, the qualities of your body, speech, and mind would not be completed. I prostrate to you who possesses limitless qualities. Until the ocean of samsara is exhausted, you perform the supreme activities that ripen all sentient beings. I prostrate to you, the Lama, who is the manifold, effortlessly arising, unceasing, supreme refuge. Oceans of emanated offerings to you delight the victorious ones and ripen all sentient beings. Having completely filled the Dharmadhatu, I make this unsurpassed offering unceasingly. From the heart palace of the great being radiates the light of immeasurable bodhicitta. Thus in all the pure lands of the 10 directions, innumerable beautiful offering goddesses manifest, holding water, flowers, incense, lamps, supreme scents, and food. From the cloud banks of offerings rain falls, delighting the victorious ones of the 3 times, thereby filling the spheres of realms. I make offerings to the victorious ones of the 3 times. Light radiates once more from the body of the victorious one, manifesting parasols, victory banners, draped banners, canopies, musical instruments, garments, precious jewels, medicine, and grains. I offer ocean-like cloud banks of these manifold offerings. The 7 precious royal attributes like the wheel, the 7 subsidiary ones like the mansion, the auspicious substances, the substances of the cities, and so on have arisen from the 2 accumulations. Please accept these offerings. Furthermore, I behold in my mind and offer to the Protector all offerings throughout the limitless pure lands of the victorious ones that belong to an owner and do not belong to an owner, and all that is worthy to be offered. I offer all pure lands of the victorious ones of the 3 times, which are the very pure mandalas of the 3 kayas, completely filled with flawless prosperity. Please accept these offerings, you, the Lord of Compassion. To you, Protector protector, I offer my body, speech, and mind, all wealth equal to space without exception, and all the virtues accumulated in the 3 times. Out of compassion, please accept these for the benefit of all sentient beings. By seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, and recollecting the Vajra goddesses of form, sound, odor, taste, and tangible objects, the 3 obscurations are purified. I offer the goddesses of appealing objects to you. Please accept them, immaculate, victorious Lord. The Vajra goddess of body, nature of form, is the supreme goddess of fully purified ignorance. I merge her with the eyes of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of mind, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified hatred. I merge her with the ears of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of qualities, nature of odor, is the supreme goddess of fully purified arrogance. I merge her with the nose of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of speech, nature of taste, is the supreme goddess of fully purified desire. I merge her with the tongue of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss, in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of activity, nature of tangible objects, is the supreme goddess of fully purified jealousy. I merge her with the body of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the bliss of non-duality. The Vajra goddess of primordially emptiness of phenomenon, nature of sound, is the supreme goddess of fully purified mind as it is. I merge her with the mind of the Lama, Lord of Dharma. Please accept this in the great bliss of non-duality. I offer means and wisdom inseparable, the Supreme Victorious One, the 5 families with consorts, the assembly of Viras and Dakinis, and the Buddhas filling the limitless sky. Please accept this great bliss. From the equality of all phenomenon, the ocean-like samadhi, oceans of unwavering manifestations arise and guide all beings. Please accept the assemblies of the victorious offspring, the bodhisattvas who rule all Buddha fields. The ones of great, fierce, wrathful, out of immeasurable compassion, show grinding teeth and fierce faces on their posing bodies. Please accept these wrathful, victorious ones of primordial wisdom who defeat the hordes of Maras by the roar of Hong and Pe. All manifold clouds of outer, inner, and secret offerings are offered in this vast mandala of Samantabhadra's mind. Within the mode of abiding, unchanging non-duality, the unsurpassed offering of suchness is offered. All phenomenon are primally and completely pure mind as it is. Within that, whatever confusion, dualistic appearance of oneself and others, distinction of good and bad, hatred and attachment there might be, each and everything, I confess, may it be purified within that state. With a happy mind, I rejoice in all virtues of all the victorious ones of the 3 times of the assemblies of the superior ones, of the unceasing wheel of the 2 accumulations and of sentient beings. I beseech you, protectors in the worlds of the 10 directions, by completely turning the wheel of stainless Dharma with the sound of the ocean-like branches of melodious speech, please ripen all sentient beings without exception. I beseech you, protectors who abide throughout all realms, please do not pass into nirvana until the exhaustion of the dhatu of space. Rather, fulfill your commitments by abiding permanently. May all sentient beings be established in the unsurpassed supreme state by this virtue, by the virtues accumulated in the 3 times throughout all samsara and nirvana, and by the undefiled innate virtue, by the light rays of immeasurable great compassion from the palace of body, speech, and mind of the victorious one. Please purify my body, speech, and mind, and thus transform it into your body, speech, and mind. Protector, as you made offerings and delighted the sublime Lama, likewise may I always offer ocean-like clouds of offerings and delight you. May I follow in your footsteps. May I perform limitless activities that do not even waver a hair's tip with respect to the liberation of your body, speech, and mind. May I be renowned in the three worlds. Thus may anybody, just by hearing my name or remembering me, be completely liberated from the tormenting suffering and attain the state of great bliss of the victorious one. May I turn into any form equal to the expanse of sentient beings, taming them according to their needs. Thereupon may they take refuge joyfully and be established in the unsurpassed supreme awakening. Those ones who are oppressed with shrouds of ignorance, who lost the path, who are threatened by afflicting emotions, such as the henchmen of the Lord of Death, may helplessly remember me and instantly find the supreme path, becoming the inexhaustible wheel of ornamentation, which is body, speech, and mind of all victorious ones of the three times. May I completely dry out the ocean of samsara and establish all sentient beings in the unsurpassed supreme state. In all my lives, may I never be separated from the authentic Lama and enjoy the glories of the Dharma. By completely perfecting the qualities of bhumis and paths, may I swiftly attain the state of Vajradhara. I will return to the Lama Chöpa Sadhana on page 7.
Hoi de zon de ye gun de la ma la go zon ra ge dan we jan zai yen ja nan zan zon jo de jan zon jo to zon je je de don zo zo ja san zon ze be be lo je ye ran te zon je jiang go lo go wai dang do je zon je ngo wan zo je zo go zon nan dai ge zo jian zo gen go zon gong ba la men do je ngo.
To the Guru who embodies all the Sugatas of the three times, I respectfully pay homage with my three doors. I make oceans of outer, inner, and secret offerings. I confess all wrongdoings and downfalls created by the three poisons. I fully rejoice in the three secrets. Please turn the Dharma wheel of the three vehicles and remain in the nature of the three Vajras. I dedicate an ocean of virtue completely free of the three spheres in order to attain the unsurpassed state of the three kayas.
Ron Jan Sho De Jar Wai Je Ye Zo Yon Den Jan Zu Ran Ye Nge Nye Ne Yon Je Yen Lan Ben Je Du Jan So.
Precious Guru, supreme refuge, worthy of homage, embodiment of the victorious ones of infinite directions and times, with certainty in your ocean-like qualities, I pay homage and offer praise with 100,000 melodies.
Lo jana dara na jere ma Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Ye Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru Ma Men Ra Ze De Ba La Hong Om Namo Guru Ba Zo De De Lo Ja Na Da Ra Na Ye Re Ma La Guru sa zon zhou we jiang gu ra na ye ya zui jie bar jie la su wan de ye le zhe ge do bar xian jie lo so ze long ge do bar xian jie lo sen ye jie ge do bar xian jie lo zai jie san jie do bar xian jie lo xie se da bian gu zuo la ma ten la me zhang jie tu ge de wan ne ga ma ten se wan zhe da nie ye ten bin ye yan da jian wan ye le de ge ye za wan zhe ta ne la ma wu bon ran yin de jie ne ran de la me zan zun dang rang ge gu zun yang ba jian bo ju.
Page 9. To Ratna Shri, the Father, who is the refuge and protector of all beings of the three realms, and who is the essence of the blessings of the body, speech, and mind, of all the victorious ones of the 10 directions and 3 times, together with your lineage of disciples, I pray. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the illusory body to be the Nirmanakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize the life energies to be the Sambhogakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may realize mind itself to be the Dharmakaya. Grant me your blessings that I may attain Buddhahood in this very life. With this supplication, the retinue dissolves into the Guru. From the Guru's forehead, throat, heart, and navel radiate white, red, blue, and yellow lights, which dissolve into my 4 places, purifying the 4 obscurations. I receive the 4 empowerments, and the seeds of the 4 kayas are planted. In the end, the Guru also melts into light and dissolves into me. The Guru's 3 secrets and my 3 doors merge inseparably.
Lama Chöpa Sadhana Dharmapalas 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 Lama Ch
The virtue from having perfectly practiced the glorious Guru, together with the virtue of having offered praise and supplication, I dedicate to all beings dwelling in the 3 realms of samsara. May they attain the state of the Guru, who is the whole of samsara and nirvana. By the power of the 3 chariots of the Sutra and Tantra vehicles, the assembly of the kind lineage gurus, and the qualities of their 3 secrets, may there be the auspiciousness that all beings realize Mahamudra, the supreme accomplishment. Go to page. Page 21. Lama Chöpa prayer. Embodiment of all the victorious ones of 10 directions and 3 times, essence of the 5 kayas and 5 wisdoms, your boundless, compassionate activities are all embracing. Incomparable Guru, at your feet I pray. Precious, glorious root Guru, seated on a lotus at my heart, please care for me with kindness and bestow accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. As I make offerings and pray to you, exalted Guru, the source from which all such accomplishments arise, please care for me with love from this day onward and in all my future lives. By visualizing single-pointedly the land arisen from the glory of abundant merit, the blissful pure land and the Buddha of unchanging light, may I cultivate the pure land perfectly, and may I be reborn there after passing from this life. A garland of light radiates from the Buddha's heart. From the tips of the rays, the second Buddha, Lord Jigten Sumgön, manifests and then descends together with his sons. Having gathered accumulations and purified obscurations, may my mind stream ripen with ease. Perfect guide, Ratnasri, within whom the wisdom, love, and power of all the Buddhas of the 3 times are condensed, single sufficient source of refuge, master, and 2 sons, through supplicating you, may I attain the 2 accomplishments. May the wisdom nectar of your 3 pure secrets wash away all misdeeds, obscurations, and unawareness from my 3 doors. And may my understanding of the boundless fields of knowledge, such as explanation, debate, and composition, be equal to Manjushri's. Now that I have found a precious human body possessing all the qualities of freedom and advantage, and have met the teachings of the flawless practice lineage, please grant your blessings that the awareness of impermanence will swiftly dawn within my mind, and thereby may the 8 worldly concerns collapse. As I am frightened and uncertain as to when the Lord of Death will suddenly appear and strike my fragile life, grant your blessings that I may practice the holy Dharma with fervent diligence, which will surely be of benefit in this and future lives. Grant your blessings that I am able to discern between what I should and should not do according to the prohibitions, such as the 3 kinds of vows taken with the Master, the disciples, and the Yidam, and bless me to know what to do and what to avoid in accordance with the subtle workings of karma, cause and effect. Since beginningless time, I have experienced only suffering in the 6 realms of samsara. Grant your blessings that I may bring forth renunciation with the deepest sadness towards this existence. May I strive for liberation. In seeking their own benefit, sentient beings have created evil, suffered greatly, and endured much pain for countless lifetimes in the past. Recognizing them to be my parents, grant your blessings that I may develop compassion and the supreme resolve of bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that my practice of perfectly realized Mahamudra, the unelaborated Dharma sphere, may unify with the accumulation of great merit, generosity, and so forth. Grant your blessings that, with the wheel-like weapon of the profound path, I may completely sever the web of samsaric existence, the karmic winds of the conceptual mind. Thereby may I attain in this very life the state of the presiding master of Vajradhara, the powerful lord of the four kayas. Should I not attain supreme accomplishment in this life, may I be born among the foremost disciples of Jigten Sumken, boundless light, in the western lotus land called bliss endowed. In brief, in all my lifetimes, may I never be parted from the excellent teachings of the peerless Lord Drigumpa Ratnasri. May I be accepted by gurus, and may I strive with devotion for the purpose of others and myself, by the compassionate blessings of the three jewels and the victorious ones, through my yearning with intense devotion, and by the power of phenomena's natural state, the infallible truth of cause and result, may our wishes be fulfilled according to this aspiration. Now we will do the Solka practice, Dharma protectors, page 1.
Zanje jodan zo jen jonan la jan jo bar de dan ja zunje da ge jin zo je be zo nan je ro la ben je zanje ro bar jo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Till awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Zenje danje dewa dan deve jo dan den bar jo je dong je jo dan ra war jo je dong me be dewa dan min ra war jo je Nyeren ja dan nye dan rar ve dan yo la ne bar jor je.
May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Ranye ya dan la zarve do zo le zhe ram yang gang me lon zhe yan ba len ge nye jiang se jiang dor ne jiang lo me den de do jie den de jiang yang xian jia jie nang Xiang a de zeng er jie ba ong hong zham zhe a da dang ma la bam bam dam jian ze wan xie na wo long ge be lo ye me bar ze zhe jie an guo wei nie zhong be we ze le jian da ma me jie gen ga zhe da den hong a om zai le wan zhe de ze guan zhe zhe ye san da war jie wo ye de ze dan ba ye 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 de ze jiang zuo jiu.
Page 3. I appear as the Yiram deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hum, Tam, Hri, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Lam, Bam, Pam, and Tam. A wind of Hum emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, Hum, Ah, and Om are stacked one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar. Light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings, who then gather before me like billowing clouds.
Om baza argam badam bubam dubam alogam gande nevede shabda bade zazoa.
According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the torma with light tubes emerging from their vajra tongues and thus are pleased and satisfied. Marna Maya Jemadan, Dejala Sojarvela, Jedoran Jarsanyenga, Yadan Jangar Jamzezo, Jejero Jegaram Gaya, Menda de Zodane, Gurana Zardozo, Avoy, Damjen Jamzon de Jen, Bangun Jaja Jarunzen, Jaro Gurjan Bemane, Dajon La Zongun Bezo, Denson Chujer.
Mona Jandra Ara Noi, Jenjong Sendong Ra La, Pe Ar Noi Jenza Marazoi, Jejong Gorje Dorma. Parjene Don Jauge Jor, Dorje Lo Bon Ge Ze Zeng, Chö Dan Den Ba Son Shen Ber, Dao Ge Sam Don Zhe Baran Zu, Ong A Woi, Nam Man Dun Zen Zang Ba Lai, Noi Jian Or Da Po Mo Nam, Mon Ze Lang An Zang Mar Dan, Re Jie La Jin Ya Yum Jie, Ge Jie Dor Man Do Yuan Jie, Jie Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ga Ye, Jie Dan Lon Jo Be Wan Zu, Ong A Woi, La Le Za Gra Jia Jin Dang, Zhou Jiang Jie Su Zang Ri Jie, Bang Gun Dun Jie Zang E Zu, Jue Jian Dun Be Dor Man De, Jie Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ga Ye, Par Jie So Lan Dun Jin Zhou, Ong A Woi, Nam Za Bar Shun Zhou Jie Ye, Ye Da Nyo Mar Ne Nam Dan, Jie Vra Ye Ne, Da Ben Gor Jie Dor Man De, Jie Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ga Ye, Da Dun Chu Jian Zhe Baran Zu, Ong A Woi, Ge Da Lon Jin Jiong Be Zu, Lin Jia Ba Lun Xiang Gun Da, Ga Yin Jue Jie Dor Man De, Jie Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ga Ye, No San Xian Ne Ben San Jie, Lin Jia Jian Jian Bu Lun Ge, Yang Gun Da Jian Go Baran Zu, Ong A Woi, Zhe Zhe Sim Jian Da Ye Zu, Jue Jie Dor Ma Jia Jin De, Jie Jie Ro Jie Ga Ran Ga Ye, Ran Ran Dong Ara Zu Xian Ne, Ben De San Sen Din Jur Jie.
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Haruka, Glorious Great Bhairava, by nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence, you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost Lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons. Wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor, you protect awareness-holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed with mighty Vajra wrath, great warrior God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Haruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Mahri. By the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achichoki Droma arrives from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble Lady Tashi Saringma, Meulob Sangma, Tekar Jok Sangma, Tingi Shal Sangma, and Chopin Drink Sangma, protectors of the lineage forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledged to protect the teachings of the Kagyu lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you bless us yogins and our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya Jaya, Siddhi Siddhi, Pala Pala.
Mamo Sheva Ganji No Jin Tre Bonya Le Ji Cha Jin Sam Len De Abzhe Che Tre Le Ji Chen Kor Ji Tra Yi Ze Re Mo Na Jam Dar Tang Hara Men Sen Ja Ji Nam De Sen Zam La Re Nga Re Ji Nor Ju Ma Shin Jong Ya Yum Za Du Ra E Lai Jar Ji Ge Nga No Ji Tang Jie Tang La Zang Ba Ge Nye Ye Jie Dien Gong Be Dien Ba Zhong Nan La che den da lo ya je jin shai dan nan de go song do yong che le den sang wa lao do song ger den be ze nir jun do yong nga da ren jin de tra ye ze da tra be nir ju dan re ma je zho me ra dor me zo re me da za ren je gong zun so go ge zang wa zang gen jur ba den ze ge jin be ye yin ju be zo den song dan jin jiang zi zo lan bo so luan ju dong bo luan ji jir jie do dan gang wo dan zi nyam jia gang zhi su ju ji bei jar dun ji zhi be da xun zhe le ngon dun zi ga dan den song gor dan gan sa jiang bar dan nian bei zhao bei sa san jia dang wei zhao su ne bei ge bong de bar jie jin dan xie ga bu dan do jie san du na ju jian zhe bu ran zui ji dian song gun chu jie ren jian jie xie zhe den bei sa jian jia bu ran zui zheng ge de ze ga jia dan jie su ma nie de ze wei jian dan jie jiu wen zhe len zhe bu ran zui san jie den song gun jiu wen ban dui gen den de jian nan jie ze bar bar nian bei da ze zhe bei dong bei lai gu dan luan jue jie ba nie den zui ge me lan zo den be le de jie me la yan ze de mo jie wa dang na wa da de nian be dang de yin zhe yang e be na dang min zhe yin se gan jian be rong zhe zhen ba dang le la ren jian de wa gu nen zo ye la nan ba ro be den zhen jie za me de we nam yang gong bo ren zo ju zi ju 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 zhen ju de na de zi ma yin zi dong jie wu ren zu jie la zha xie long ju bo san zu ji zi lang zhang ju le zhong dun ye bei zha jia jiang gun zi wa jun du na san dun ye yin zhe ba dang da dang da ye sen jie dang jie jie la me zu be xiang jie zhe ba la bar jie ma le jie wa dang dun jie ma le lun jie zhe ba ran zu jie gan jie ye la zhen ba zam jie jiang de be nge zhe su wu ran zi ba ye su ma ye jie na wei jie nan jie da ge san du ma lun zhe ba sha da ba de za zo wa za do za ma ya ma ne ba la ya ba za do din no ba de zhang zhe zhuo men ba wa su de ga yo men ba wa su be jia yo men ba wa an ra do men ba wa sarva se de men bra ya za sarva karma se za me zi da she ya gu ro hong ha ha ho bang ga ven sarva da da ga da be za ma me me be za ba wa ma sa ma ya sa do wa jue jian do men zhuo re nam ga lai zhen zuo ding ba da ra ra ne sun be za me gan zi jian zhang jiong ba zu.
All the you guests who have received this offering and giving torma like clouds dissolving in the sky, please depart to your abodes, Vajramu, and return here when I call for you again.
yun ja ne me se dan wan jo so jo na le bar zar do zo.
Remaining within psychic existence, fused with this image, please bestow good health, longevity, and power, as well as every kind of excellence.
Wan se zha de zhan ban za ye so wai jian dian de jie jing a zhe zhe ba xie be gan xia la bei xian jiong wa xia xie be jie jiong su ma nam jie zha xie xiu.
In the presence of the transcendent conqueror, you vowed to care for us practitioners as lovingly as your own child. May the auspiciousness of the Dharma protectors be present. Now we'll go. Now we'll go to a rainfall of benefit and happiness text for Zambala, summoning good fortune on page 63.
Avidayus gralo, life eager, kind-hearted, lead portal of pure land of perfect compassion, verified Muslims names daunted, these generous equal me with love. Grant me the stupidity, lotus like pure lamb, oh Vaidya deathless life. Even misery's names are gone, lotus born, grant you blessings, sky-faring rainbow body. In manifest joy land of perfect deceiving names for confused they don't exist. Vajrasattva grandly sees mirror like wisdom, deep glory and down land of perfect splendor, even names for confused pride don't exist. Ratna Sambhava bestow equanimity, wisdom in the watch and pure land of great happiness, even names for confused desire. Ganamita blessing, ground discerning wisdom, seed in fulfilled activity, land of perfect Buddha. There's no words for jealousy. Amokasiddhi bestow accomplishing wisdom in the Omni-Dharma sphere. Endowed with five perfections, ignorance does not exist. Vairochana Gram Dhamma, Dhatu wisdom seedy, grand vital essences of the five great mothers in long life. Eliminated Judya, not so can dwell in darkness, grant emptiness mastery. Fortune of profound dragons of Fenor, now where leaders dwell. Grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mahamudra, dry in the sphere of self-display. Dwelling dams of peace and wrath, God's supreme and common powers in fulfilling roles. In 24 sacred sides, gathered in fierce guidance, serves grand ripening, liberating powers. Fortune of secret, dying Dhammakaya, expands, dwell in lords and kings. Granting lighted arts, increase to stages, Mantade, Dino to crucisphere. Dharmakala in chord, grants a fortune of enlightened acts. Shri Vaishravanaza, Lord was there, was God's Amba, lie was kindly for all beings. Master of life, merit, wealth, food, and fortune with your cord, don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionately, all alive for sharing fortune of cattle, fortune of peace horses, and wealth of which granted livestock, the fortune of fertile sheep. And of freedom holds fortune of gods and those best to wealth of which granting cows, bulls, used to carry heavy loads, all this good fortune being near fortune of my lovely sin. Highly priced gold and silver of fertile soil and blessings, grains, precious gems and ornaments. Fruit and drink of every kind, bring the nearest good fortune, Brahma's fortune for my God's good spirits will dwell, God's sharing, Lord's rewards, gods and humans' wealth. Bring the nearest good fortune, the Papa's body for John's humblings all leader. Balanchos fortune, well-drawn millions longevity, years like strength and merit. Awful lands right there for Jesus, my Chinese kings are reaching force. Persian kings fortune, well great of king, sad the courage of Okao. As good fortune here fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds. Perfect wealth, food and glory, radiant splendor reaches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers. Mansua Poles, creatures, fortune of greatness, joy, noise, beautiful and virtuous skills. Chura speaks of leads me the nearest good fortune, like sun in the eastern rise. Eastern life fortune, come like sweet southern, thousand fortune come, like each rounding mist, western life fortune please come, here like a river flows northern. Low life fortune please come, here like rain falling from Bhava life fortune come. Life's grains ripening. Long life fortune. God fortune of melodious praise. Come like turquoise dragons, row for students. Line come like dazzling star garlands. Ori stood Vajradati, maybe life's fortune passing. Fight his demons hindrances. Southern Jordan, maybe foster food and wealth expand life merry creatures. Western Lotus Dati, me Sabapatu Temo, Samsara and Nirvana. Northern Lakshadati, me therefore enlightened, and annihilating dreads evil. What's God with your attitude? You bring here all the words for charming auspicious objects here. Big fortunate objects, he always remain on this place and mend his fortune steadfast. Potentials like substances and undisplaced vortex. Wealth is dreaming from unchanging. Grant eternal life, see. Grant endless treasure, see. Grant wealth and merit, see. And proceedings let them be accomplished spontaneously. Savasiti alala om.
Om Ahom, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, dakinis of Udayana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the long-life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment of the dakinis of Udayana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Sambala Yabyum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomenon of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Hri, the Guru who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, dakinis of Udayana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky or water pouring into water without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of Ah. In a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomenon, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. Hom Hri, by this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field great bliss, and reach the ground of no return. Page 98, World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the three jewels and three roots, and especially Chenrezig, the protector of the land of snows, to noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava, I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this dark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes, and in particular, evil hordes that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots. In the minds of all beings, human and non-human, may precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions, may the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and endure long. By the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention, may this aspiration be fulfilled. Now we'll do in the blue prayer book on page 61, dedication from Shanti Deva, the way of the Bodhisattva. By all the virtue I have now amassed by composition of this book, which speaks of entry to the Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have, by virtue of my merit, joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste of unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of bodhisattva prayers, may torrents rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shamali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet, with fragrant pools all perfumed with the scent of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crushing hills celestial abodes, adorned with offerings, the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stones, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms. May those whose hell it is to fight and wound be turned to lovers offering their flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vajrani, their flesh destroyed, their bones bleached white as kunda flowers. May they, through all my merit strength, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Mandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they'll ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly lords, the frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then may their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And when they see the seething lava flood of hell extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water, at once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the denizens of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up gleaming hair? This loving bodhisattva, saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses, the 100 gods who lay their diadems before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion? Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds let fall their cooling scented rain, their obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon, each other's food. And may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokita's hand, and bathing in it may they be refreshed and cooled. And may the blind receive their sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near their time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill. And may those parched with thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair, and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive their strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in sweet reunion with their kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless in their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectorless, bewildered in the wild and pathless wastes, and those whose minds are dulled and all who are insane, have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love, with perfect livelihood and sustenance. May they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of masculinity, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all their evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhicitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and their bodhisattva children. And may the earth be wholesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may multitudes of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence, from bird song and the sighing of the trees, from shafts of light, and from the sky itself. May living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offspring of the same. With clouds of offerings unbounded, may the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rains on time, for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirits of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat and solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all their wants supplied. May quarreling, vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered, and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may their renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again, may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss, may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill their high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arhats and Praktya Buddhas at length attain their perfect happiness, and may I also, through Manjushri's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the stream of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector, to satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky. May I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushri. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen wholly on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow. We'll do long life prayers in the yellow prayer book on page 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigumpa, great sovereign of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Jigten Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 26. May the teaching of the great Drigumpa Ratnasri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all noble things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
Tujeshi Rashi Delation, the Zanimara, Nimatapati gave a command or Sosola, to see Pama Ni, the Lama gave she, Medical on my tetam, you think on the Yokta Majo, Karina, they bottom to Gonzo, you bottom to Curran, they say on the stage, and Matapati Zanimara, I was to give a command away. They was on Jaco, they shocked them. They are way so number go to check out your money. Shut on less or not with just Nango Tama around your money. They say so nothing had to say, Gore. Did you check me so now so tablet way gore? There is Tama, Rajakar paper Tama to get
Dahidela, and thank you so much all who are joining on the live stream. And then every Sunday we have a practice. This is for motivate for you to motivate the practice Dharma. Actually, this practice is for the parents and relatives and spiritual gurus. Everybody have parents and relatives and gurus. So those who this practice is for long life, those who are living, and this practice is also for dedicated those who passed away. So the there is everybody, the merit is necessary for everybody. So after die, then only the merit protect. So that's where accumulate merit continually, and then everybody who participate online. Thank you so much.
Everybody's hunger, thank you, long life.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you, Chöpa Dorje. Thank you, Khenpo Tenzin. And be sure to join this afternoon for Khenpo Tenzin's teaching on Essence of Mahayana and the Dharma discussion group starting at 1:30. Everyone be well. Take care.